Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of one of the most fascinating and valuable quarters ever minted in the United States, the 1970 Washington quarter. This isn't just any old coin, it's a small piece of history that could be sitting in your pocket, worth far more than 25 cents. When people think of valuable coins, they often imagine gold pieces from the 1800s or silver dollars with exotic errors. But the 1970 quarter breaks all expectations. It's a relatively modern coin, and yet it has stunned collectors and dealers alike with its story, its mystery, and yes, its value. This quarter was minted in Denver, as marked by the D mint mark on the coin. At first glance, it looks completely ordinary, just like the change you might use to buy a soda. But what makes it so incredibly rare and valuable is not just the date, but a stunning error tied to a different coin from a different country. You see, some of these 1970 quarters were accidentally struck on a 1967 Canadian quarter, a foreign coin planchet. That means it has the date 1967 faintly visible beneath the US design, along the edges. That bizarre minting error turns a regular quarter into a priceless treasure. The idea that an American coin was struck over a Canadian one is something straight out of a collector's dream. These kinds of minting mistakes are not just rare, they're once-in-a-lifetime discoveries. Only a handful of these error coins are known to exist in the world today. And this is where it gets exciting. One of these error 1970 quarters was sold at heritage auctions for an astonishing $1,000. Yes, 35,000 US dollars. For a coin that originally was worth just 25 cents. That's $2,000 times its face value. Just imagine digging through your coin collection or your grandparents' old coin jar and pulling out something that could fund a new car, a dream vacation, or even be a down payment on a house. That's the kind of value we're talking about with this coin. Now, you might be wondering, why would the US Mint even strike a coin over a Canadian one? It's still a mystery. Some speculate it was an experimental strike, while others believe it was a mistake that slipped through quality control. But no matter the reason, its existence is real, and its value is undeniable. If you're lucky enough to find one of these coins, don't spend it. Don't even touch it more than you have to. Get it appraised, authenticated, and preserved. Because what you're holding isn't just a coin. It's a story, a legend, a moment in time that could change your life. Even regular 1970 quarters without the Canadian error can be worth more than face value if they're in high grade or have proof-like surfaces. But the one with the foreign planchet error is the real prize. These quarters have inspired collectors across the world. They've turned casual coin fans into dedicated treasure hunters. And they prove that you don't need to dig into ancient ruins or buy gold bars to find wealth. You might just need to check your change. And remember, the maximum value recorded for this coin is $3,500, but that doesn't mean the story ends there. As time goes on and more collectors become aware of its existence, that price could climb even higher. Rarity and demand are what drive coin prices, and this one checks both boxes. So the next time you're handed change at a store, or you're rolling up quarters from a jar at home, keep your eyes open. Look for the 1970 mint mark. Check the edges. Use a magnifying glass. That slight, faded 1967 beneath the surface could mean you've struck numismatic gold. Collectors today are on the hunt, and this coin is on everyone's radar. Social media groups, auction houses, YouTube communities, everyone is buzzing about the 1970 quarter with the Canadian planchet error. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of numismatic history. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Start looking, start collecting, and who knows? You could be the next person to turn a 25-cent coin into tens of thousands of dollars. Coins like this don't come around every day. They are time capsules, whispers from the past, and they remind us that even the most ordinary object can hold extraordinary value. So if you're watching this video, let it be your call to action. Dig into those drawers. Open up those old jars. Check your coin folders. Because one of the rarest and most valuable quarters in American history could be waiting for you. Next up, the 1980 Washington quarter. It's not just another quarter, it could be the key to unlocking real value from your everyday pocket change. This coin was minted in Denver, as indicated by the bold D mint mark just to the right of George Washington's ponytail on the obverse. On the surface, it may appear like an ordinary coin, something you'd toss into a vending machine or drop in a jar without a second thought. But behind its common appearance is a story that makes it worth a second, and even a third, look. The 1980 D quarter marks the beginning of a new era in American coinage. It was one of the first quarters to be struck entirely with copper-nickel clad instead of any silver, but what makes it stand out isn't just its material, it's the errors, condition rarities, and investment potential it holds. There are collectors who have managed to sell high-grade examples of the 1980 D quarter for hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases, even more. A 1980 D quarter graded MS67 Plus by PCGS, which means it's in near-perfect, mint-state condition, has sold for up to $1,495 in auction houses. That's nearly $3,000 times its face value. Let that sink in. A single quarter from 1980 sold for nearly $1,500. And the best part? There are likely more out there waiting to be discovered. Not in some vault, not buried underground, just sitting quietly in someone's change jar or coin roll. Now, let's talk about what gives this coin its value. First and foremost, it's about condition. The U.S. Mint produced over 635 million of these quarters, but very few of them have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Those that have, especially those with full strike details, clean surfaces, and no wear, can fetch serious money. But that's not all. Some 1980 D quarters are known to have errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. These minting mistakes are what collectors crave. A coin with a visible and verifiable error can skyrocket in value and attract bids from serious collectors. Right now, in 2025, the maximum value of a 1980 D Washington quarter can reach between $4,000 and $4,500, especially if it's certified in MS67 or higher with no visible flaws. Coins with dramatic errors or varieties can demand even more, especially in niche auction communities and collector marketplaces. Looking toward the future, the potential for this coin is even more exciting. As more collectors enter the hobby, and as high-grade specimens become scarcer over time, the price could rise even further. Experts believe that a perfect 1980 D quarter, say, one graded MS68 or higher, could sell for $6,000 or more in the next few years. So yes, this is a coin with a future. A coin whose true value is still unfolding as more people realize what they're missing. The window for finding uncirculated examples in circulation is closing fast, which makes now the perfect time to start checking. Pull out those old rolls, sift through your change jars, and pay attention when cashiers hand you quarters. What may look like an ordinary 1980 D quarter could turn out to be a mini fortune in disguise. This coin isn't just valuable because of the past, it's valuable because of the story it's still writing. And you have the chance to be part of that story. Imagine discovering one in perfect condition or with a rare mint error and turning it into a four-figure sale. Don't underestimate the power of knowledge in coin collecting. Most people overlook coins like the 1980 D quarter because they think only old coins have value. But modern rarities like this are what make today's collectors excited and passionate. And that's the beauty of coin collecting. It's a treasure hunt anyone can join. You don't need a metal detector or a huge budget. You just need curiosity, patience, and a sharp eye. This is your invitation to become a modern-day treasure hunter. So next time you reach for some spare change, take a moment and look closely. Your very own 1980 D quarter might be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. Next up, the 1985 D Washington quarter. This isn't just another coin from your pocket change. It's a piece of American history that collectors across the country are hunting for right now. The 1985 D quarter, minted in Denver, might look like a regular coin, but it holds far more value than meets the eye. It's a coin that millions of collectors are keeping an eye on because it represents a turning point in modern numismatics. It's part of the modern era of U.S. coinage, and that makes it incredibly important. Minted during the Ronald Reagan administration, the 1985 D quarter was struck during a time of major economic growth and patriotic pride in America. Over 500 million of these coins were minted at the Denver Mint, but not all were created equal. Some have become rare, highly desirable collector's items due to condition, unique errors, and historical significance. This quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, with the American eagle on the reverse. But what makes it especially valuable today is the growing interest from collectors, especially in coins that are in near-perfect condition or contain striking mint errors. And here's where things get exciting. The demand for high-grade 1985 D quarters is on the rise. People are searching online marketplaces, coin shows, and estate sales trying to find uncirculated or graded examples. Thousands of coin collectors have the 1985 D on their want list, and the competition is heating up. Let's talk numbers. The current market value for a 1985 D quarter in MS67 grade or higher can reach up to $2,300 at major auctions like Heritage or Stack's Bowers. That's right, $300 for a single quarter. Imagine finding one of these coins in your pocket or tucked away in an old drawer. Even in slightly lower grades like MS65 or MS66, these coins can still sell for hundreds of dollars, especially if they've been certified by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Collectors love coins with brilliant luster, strong strikes, and minimal surface marks, and the 1985 D has proven it can deliver all that and more. What really boosts the value of a coin like this is the presence of mint errors. Some 1985 D quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets, and those versions can sell for significantly more than their face value. One such error coin sold for over $4,000 at auction. So how many people want to buy this coin right now? The answer is, a lot. With coin collecting growing in popularity thanks to online communities, YouTube influencers, and the rise of digital auctions, demand for rare modern coins like the 1985 D is stronger than ever. And the potential for this coin's value is still climbing. As more collectors enter the hobby and pristine examples become harder to find in circulation, prices for the highest grade quarters are expected to increase sharply. Experts say coins like the 1985 D quarter could be the investment coins of the future. The Denver Mint struck this quarter as part of its yearly issue, but no one at the time could have predicted how popular and collectible it would become today. Its value is fueled by condition rarity, the thrill of discovery, and the rich American history it represents. So, yes, the 1985 D quarter is valuable, and its maximum price right now is already reaching well over $5,000, with error coins going for even more. And that value is only going to grow as supplies dwindle and more collectors chase the best specimens. Now is the perfect time to search your change, dig through those old coin jars, or check your childhood collection. Because that little 1985 D quarter might just be your ticket to something big, something historic, something valuable. Imagine telling your friends you found a quarter worth over $1,000. It's not just a dream, it's a real possibility. All it takes is attention to detail, a bit of research, and the thrill of the hunt. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on another coin that could be sitting right under your nose.